Today felt personal for Anthony Davis. It seemed like he wanted to send a message. His first stint with the Mavericks was 11 minutes, 24 seconds. He scored 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, while being a plus 13. This first quarter is the exact vision that Nico Harris was going for. Let's break it down. First, let's look at the starters. This front court is unreal. The small forward PJ Washington is 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan. The power forward Anthony Davis is listed at 6'10". But come on, he's a 7-footer. Let's be real. And he has a 7'6" wingspan. Lastly, Daniel Gafford, again listed at 6'10". I'm counting him as a 7-footer. And he has the same wingspan as PJ Washington. The size, length, and strength, most teams will just be overwhelmed by that. And the Rockets felt that considering they barely got to the basket in the first quarter. So tons of teams in the NBA run a switching scheme. We saw today that can go wrong against AD. The Rockets here see Klay Thompson running around a screen. AD deletes Jalen Green. Now a switch is forced because if you don't switch it, it's a wide open 3 for Klay. Rockets then double, easy lob to Daniel Gafford. Here's the Anthony Davis effect defensively. Notice Jalen Green's body language. This is his bread and butter. He's elite at driving and finishing, but he wants no part in going at Davis. Now, Gafford and Davis just switch. Having a big on Jalen Green should be useful for the Rockets, but against those two, it's not. Then he tries to ISO Davis, but we know that's a silly idea. Then Davis finds Washington in transition, defense leading to offense. One thing to watch is Dallas improving as a fast break team with the addition of Anthony Davis. They ranked 16th in the NBA, 15.6 fast break points per game. Their new defensive addition should result in more opportunities like we just saw. The Rockets were switching the Kyrie, Anthony Davis pick and roll pretty consistently. Okay, you do that, feed the big man. Couple dribbles, shoot it over the smaller defender. Rinse and repeat. One thing to think about is the size difference for Kyrie and AD. Because of that size difference, successful defenders against them will be totally different. Most great Kyrie defenders are too small for AD. Most successful AD defenders are too slow for Kyrie. So switching their actions can cause major problems. Next possession, again, you see AD just being too big for the Rockets. Honestly, good defense, just really nothing Eason can do there. If you can't shoot threes as a team consistently, good freaking luck versus this new look Maverick team. Because look at Jalen Green. Poor guy's stuck in the length death chamber. Washington, Davis, and Gafford all lurking. Then on the other end of the floor, Davis makes their center look like a small, normal human being. And after this, he went crazy. All those plays I went over happened in the first 5 minutes of the game. When he's hitting shots like this, you got to just give him a hand because you'd rather that than him at the rim. The critique that you see for him is at times his aggressiveness wavers on a night-to-night basis. Now, we see Kyrie screening for Anthony Davis here, a little wrinkle. Thomas doesn't want to switch, so Şengün goes under as well. Naturally, space is created, and Davis is like, okay, I'll just rise into a mid-range jumper. Little detail that he brings to the table, aka he's one of the best screeners in the league because look at him physically. This is actually a pretty bad screen from him. Thompson fits through the gap, but still, AD affects him enough for Marshall to gain a step, and now it's over because he finishes through the rim protector. Then, immediately after, Şengün decides to challenge him again, misses the first try, comes up with the offensive rebound, but then Davis still denies him at the rim. Like, are you kidding me? And guess what? That great defense leads to an easy bucket on the other end of the floor. It's simple. Don't go one-on-one versus Anthony Davis. Jalen Green then finally actually challenges him downhill. Block as a result. Smartly, he decides to pull it out and regather himself. Great defense once again. Just better offense. Props to Jalen Green for that tough shot. But as you just witnessed, during the quarter, he was guarding Jalen Green, and their center on an island with no help needed. That is the definition of versatility defensively. And then again, the Rockets are switching, so AD just gets to his spot and finishes. That first quarter was unreal. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think they will have success deep into the playoffs with this new squad?